Let f be x cubed minus 5x square over x square minus 3x minus 10. Find the following vertical asymptotes. To find vertical asymptotes, we simplify this function. Okay, simplify means factor the top, factor the bottom, and cross out common factors if they have any. Okay, let's do over here. So x cubed minus 5x square over x square minus 3x minus 10. On the top, x cubed x square, we can factor x square out of 3, 2, so x minus 5 over, this is a trinomial, so if it factors as a product of two binomials, so x square x. Now 10 minus 10, so 5 times 2 10, 5 times 2 10. To get negative, one of them is negative, another is positive. To get negative 3, negative 5 plus 2. Okay, and in fact we have x minus 5, these two cancel. So to find vertical asymptotes, we simplify this function and we get fx equals, simplified form is x square over x plus 2. Okay, and then we set the bottom 0 and solve for x plus 2 equals 0. Subtract 2 from both sides, x equals negative 2. That is the vertical asymptote. Okay, but the domain would be, the domain is not asked, but let me write down domain here. But the domain would be all the reals except the x values that make the bottom 0. And when we simplify, look, before, don't cancel to find the domain. X minus 5, x plus 2. So x minus 5 means x equals 5 makes the bottom 0, and x equals negative 2 also makes the bottom 0. So x equals, except x equals 5 and negative 2, because x equals 5 makes the bottom 0, and so does negative 2. So the domain is all reals except 5 and negative 2. But when we find the vertical asymptotes, we need to simplify and cross out the common factors, and whatever we have remained in the bottom, we set the bottom equals 0 and find x value, solve for x. So x equals negative 2 is the vertical asymptote. To find the horizontal asymptote, we compare the degrees of the top and the bottom. The degree of the top is x cubed, so degree 3. Degree of the bottom is 2. So the degree on the top is bigger than the degree on the bottom. That means no horizontal asymptote. No horizontal asymptote. Stop heavy. No horizontal asymptote. And to find x intercept, we set the function 0. We set function equals 0 and solve for x. Set function 0 means this function equals 0. X cubed minus 5x square over x square minus 3x minus 10 equals 0. Okay, and basically we set y equals 0. Y means function, and solve for x. To solve for x, we have a fraction equals 0, so 0 is 0 over 1. Cross multiply to get rid of the fractions. This 1 times 1 is x cubed minus 5x square equals, this times 0 is 0. And solve this equation for x. For we factor this, we have factor over here, so x square out, x minus 5 equals 0. So we get either x square equals 0 or x minus 5 equals 0. So this implies x square equals 0 means x equals 0, and x minus 5 is 0 when the x equals 5. 5 minus 5 0. 0 square is 0, so 0 and 5. So x equals 0 and 5 are the x intercepts. Okay, it is separate. For y-intercept, we just set x equals 0 and find y value. So set x equals 0. So 0 cube 0 minus 5 times 0 is equal to 0. 0 minus 0, 0 on the top, over 0 minus 0 minus 10, just negative 10, and 0 over number is just 0. So y equals 0 is the horizontal, sorry, is the y-intercept. Okay, final.